right now and say, I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he's A-grade, bro. That's it. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass, but the same day that James Tony came in and signed the contract.
Wow.
So I'm talking to both of them on the phones like this. Look, I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one phone.
What is Crawford gonna do before? He's gonna beat Sean. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean.
Mike Lewis is the perfect example of what I'm talking about.
Ready.
What it do? What it do? Welcome to Let's Talk Sports, y'all. Got a lot to get into, real talk. We're gonna start with the NFL. Last night, as we seen, San Francisco came to play. It was a real tough, and a lot of fantasy championships got decided last night as well. But the San Francisco decided they wanted to, show up, and they went all out. But Detroit showed that their offense, at least the offensive side of this ball, is they put up 40 points last night and got it done. I think the final score was like 40-34. They really so. As we knew before even last night even came along, that the season finale for the number one home field advantage will come down to the game Sunday night between Detroit and Minnesota. And I think that also will probably be the game to decide who goes to the NFC Championship game, because whoever win that game get a first round bye, and all they got to do is win one game to get to the championship game. Which on the other side, we know the number one seed in the AFC is Kansas City, 15-1. So, what it do? You at work? You at work, or you out and about? What you doing? We at Smoke. My man Smoke with me TV. We got a lot. Listen, this year was a testy year for us. For me, I can say that. Oh, you at work. But we got a lot of stuff coming up this year, man. Shout out to my man Smoke with me TV. I see you busting off the interviews and whatnot, man. I was down last week, man. I was trying to pop in there with you, but I was down. I had a few things, one like when you was on there with USS Cunningham, my voice was cracking and whatnot. I ain't want to be on there, you know what I mean? So but we got a lot of big things popping in 2025. We're going to come out, we're going to hit the ground running in 2025. You know what I mean? My man, we got some stuff popping on. You got to come out here too, boy, when you get a chance. But as I was saying, in the NFL, we're going to start with the NFL. Detroit and Minnesota, both 14-2, which is crazy. Two 14-2 teams battle for home field advantage in the same. Not only they not only just battle for home field advantage, they battle for the division and home field advantage all in one game. I don't think that as they said, I don't think that ever happened in the NFL. But man, that is the game of the week. We got games Saturday, Sunday, and I don't think there is a game. I don't think there is a game on Monday yet. They closed. That's the last game of the season. Minnesota and Detroit. Baltimore play Cleveland. Pittsburgh play Cincinnati in a game that Cincinnati need to win to get in the playoffs, and Pittsburgh needs to win to get to have a chance at winning the division. But it looks like Baltimore gonna wrap that up. Baltimore will beat Cleveland and win the division, and Pittsburgh will probably get Cincinnati out of here. Atlanta, they moved all of us to 1 o'clock. Wow, they moved all them games to 1 o'clock. Why would you make the Chargers and the Rams and the Raiders at 4 o'clock? Kansas City and Denver at 4 o'clock. Seattle and the Rams at 4 o'clock. Miami at the Jets. Huh? San Francisco at Arizona. Why are those the 4 o'clock games? That's weird, man. Why are these the 4 o'clock games, though? I don't get it. Yeah, y'all dropped the ball with this NFL. Yeah, y'all dropped the ball with that one. A lot of these games are like, ish. But why you make these the 1 o'clock games? That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Carolina at Atlanta, Raheem Morrison, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like what Michael Penix showed the other night, but putting him in a game of that magnitude, his second start, pretty much 90% through the season, is crazy work. And then that way you manage that clock at the end of the game, not taking nothing away from the Commanders, but you had the ball at the 45-yard line and you just let like 27 seconds run off the clock and you had 2 timeouts that you didn't even use. So that's crazy. That pretty much if you could have got maybe 4 or 5 more yards, that field goal at the end of the game, we talking a whole nother conversation. But instead, Jaden Daniels did what he did, got the ball in overtime, straight down the field, the touchdown on the board, put the Commanders in the playoffs. The future is bright with him. He's a bright star. He's definitely everything that people are making him out to be. He is the rookie of the year. He's not the MVP. He's the rookie of the year by far. And that game, the last game of the season, honestly, that's a preseason game. That's a preseason game. Cowboys probably gonna start Trey Lance, and like I said, if the Commanders, see. Being that Green Bay is playing at 1 o'clock too against Chicago, depending on how they play their starters. Because the question is, you're in the playoffs. Are you going to go that hard just to get the 6th seed to play the Rams? Are you cool with playing the Eagles from the 7? It's a lot to be worked out with this playoffs matchup. But like I said, that last game of the season, that's a preseason game. That's a preseason game. In terms of Dallas, as long as Mike Zimmer get fired, loves them, but the game has passed him by. Some of the decisions he made, like putting Andrew Booth on the field Sunday, was diabolical. You know what I mean? Putting Andrew Booth. I mean, we wasn't going to be Philadelphia anyway, but putting this guy on the field was like, what? Like straight. I mean, the Devontae Smith was just running right by him. I mean, Devontae Smith really had 3 touchdowns. I mean, the one that they took off the field, off the ball, he really had 3 touchdowns. I mean, he was blowing leaving the dude back by 15 yards. I mean, just running right by him. I mean, why did you put him on the field? I mean, this dude has not shown us that he belongs to be on the field at no point unless it's an emergency situation, but you put him out there anyway, which is the number one reason why I want Zim fired. I don't have a problem bringing McCarthy back. McCarthy's not the problem. We don't have a McCarthy problem. You know what I'm saying? We don't have an Al Harris problem. Why they just can't let Al Harris be the defensive coordinator? But yeah, we don't have a Devontae. We don't have a McCarthy problem. I don't have a problem with the offense at all. You got a young offensive line that could be queued up. You got a lot of stuff to work on in the offseason. Is it still frozen? Because it's not frozen on my end. Talk to me. Screen shouldn't be frozen. Let me know if y'all can see or hear me in the I drop off, drop back on. Hold on, let me drop. How about now? Y'all? How about now? We good? Talk to me. How about now? This never happened before. It should be back. Is it not back yet? All right, I'm depending on y'all. Am I back yet? It's just dark. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Stay with me. Oh, wow. Am I back yet? I'm not back yet. That's crazy. Stay with me. Stay with me. Let me know when I'm back. I don't know what to do. How about now? Y'all can hear me, but you can't see me. Y'all can hear me, but you can't see me. This is wild. Can y'all hear me though? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me either. All right. Audio is fine, but they can't see me. This weird. All right, I gotta figure something out. Gotta figure something out. I'm working. We're gonna do a radio version today. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. That came through. We can hear you, but not see you. Just keep the show going. The content is great. All right, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna keep it going. Why I talk? I'm just going. I'm gonna. That came through. That came through. I could put the messages on. I could put the messages on there. I can see y'all. I can see y'all. But here's the thing: I can see myself. I just don't know why y'all can't see me. But the comments is coming through. Did I black something out? All right, I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna keep it going though. Where was we at? Where was we at? We was talking about Dallas problem. We can talk about that some other time. We can talk about Dallas problem some other time. I just don't know why they moved the lineup is ugly. Why did they move this game to 1 o'clock? Why they move all them games to 1 o'clock and put those raggedy games at 4 o'clock? I ain't understanding that. Who the world want to see that game? The Miami and the Jets. Who cares about that game? Who cares about that game? 49ers in Arizona. They both out the playoffs. Don't about. I mean, at least let the playoff teams play at 4 o'clock. Dallas got a lot of injuries, but y'all got help coming. I don't know about that. Our salary cap issues is crazy. we got a truckload of free agents that we can't bring back. You know what I mean? A lot of people listen when you're team building, those pieces, those little onesie twosies. Are you praying for Gentry? I mean, is he still going to be on the board? Is he still going to be on the board when we come around? We probably pick somewhere around anywhere from 11 to 15. Is he still going to be on the board, or do we going to have to trade up to get him? I mean, we might have to get him. We got to get somebody that's elite. You know what I mean? We got to get somebody that's big time. I muted myself. You know what I mean? This crazy. That's not coming across either. That's not coming across either. What's going on with my camera? But yeah, that yeah, we need somebody. We need somebody gentry. We need somebody major in order to change this situation that's going on here in Dallas. It's just that bad. You know what I mean? It's just that bad. It's just that bad. Because like I said, we got Dallas corporate is going to make it. Ha, 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 ha. I mean, we might be formidable next year. We might be formidable next year. But look, let's talk about this year. This year, I see where all right for y'all that let me at least make this more. Let me at least make this screen a little bit more formidable till I figure out what's going on. Till I figure out what's going on with the why my screen went blank. I just can't have y'all looking at a all black screen. All right, at least let me do that. All you need is a running game. Can y'all see the virtual background? Y'all can't see the virtual background either. Dang. Why y'all doing me like that? I got blacked out today. The Giants are in trouble. Giants got to listen. Everybody going crazy about them winning that one game, but let's be honest. They get a top 4 pick. I hear you, bruh. I mean, they get a top 4 pick. They get a top 4 pick. If you can't get if you should get a generational talent in the top 4. I think. You know what I mean? And I think that either Shador, Cam Ward, one of them should still be on the board at 4. So they should be all right. You know what I mean? Somebody should still be on the board at number 4. So they should be fine at number 4. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that game gonna be like a preseason game though, Jim. The job drops way off after the 8 to 10. Oh, so really after the 8 to 10 is really so then we're not gonna get Gentry because we're not gonna be in the top 10. We're not gonna get them. You know what I mean? We're not gonna get them. But like I said, the Giants should be able to get a top pick at number 4. Number 4, you should still be good. You still should be good. So let's talk about these playoff matchups. 9 times out of 10, being that we playing our preseason, that Cowboy Commander game is gonna be like a preseason game, but the Commanders, it depends on how they play the game. Are they really gonna go that hard for the number 6 spot? You're in the playoffs, but are you gonna risk, injuries? Like say they go for the win, and then one of their major players get banged up in a game that's really meaningless. Now you're going into the playoffs limping. Like I say, it's a lot of decisions. Just like with Philadelphia, do you want to play Saquon for the record? You know what I mean? You gonna play him a half? You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot of figuring out to do. We need to, yeah. So I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Is that spot that important? Commanders don't want Philly first round. I mean, there is no easy first round. That game they won a couple weeks ago against us got me gassed. We won but hey, listen, there is no easy games in the playoffs. You know what I mean? There are no easy games in the playoffs. All of the playoff games across the board are going to be vicious. You know what I mean? Across the board, it's going to be a lot of tough games to be played. You know what I mean? Because you got You got all right, let's say you keep the number 6 and you play the Rams. Now, like I told a lot of Commander fans last night, because a lot of people came at me, they were talking about they're gonna blow out the Rams and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, listen, if you don't got Marshawn Lattimore on that field, all of us can see that on the opposite side, your corner, that one corner, especially the one that they was targeting. We play the Rams with all our players help. But what I'm just talking about if Marshawn Lattimore not playing, right? You now got to trust whoever, Davis or St. Jude's, you got to trust them to stay with Puka or Cooper Kupp the whole game. You think Matthew Stafford not going? So what I'm saying, I'm not saying you can't beat the Rams, but you're gonna have to shoot out with them because Matthew Stafford you're not just gonna shut down Cooper Kupp and Puka with that whoever that corner was, Davis or St. Jude. They not strapping. Not gonna happen. See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is y'all can beat them, but it's no easy first round matchup. Both of them games. So the question is, you might be better playing Philly since you're more familiar with them. Detroit gives up so many points to y'all, but they score 40 a game. They scoring almost 40 a game. So I'm saying, even like I said, Detroit offense is the truth. Every offense in the NFC playoffs is like that. Detroit vicious, Minnesota vicious, the Rams vicious, Commanders vicious, Philly vicious. No first round matchup, no playoff game is easy. It's gonna be some scoring going on in the NFC. It's gonna be some scoring going on over there. You know what I mean? So whoever you play in the NFC playoffs, you got to score. You're not sitting on no leads in the NFC. You got to score. You got to score. That's what I'm saying. So, like I say, I think the NFC Championship game gonna be Philadelphia and Detroit. In that game, I pick Philly. I got Philly going to the bowl. I could be wrong. I'm working on the visuals, y'all. I do not know why my camera is not working. Don't know why it's all blank, but if y'all can hear me, stay with me. You know what I mean? Stay with me. You know what I mean? Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. I'm still working on it. But yeah, like I said, all of those, every NFC game gonna be tough. There are no easy games in the NFC. But AFC, once the playoffs start, everyone got a shot. I mean, they do. But I still think the top dogs are the top dogs for a reason. You know what I mean? I think I think it's gonna come down to Buffalo and KC in the championship game on the AFC side. I think it's gonna come down to Philly and Detroit. But a lot can happen. Like I said, a lot can happen. Green Bay going to Philadelphia is a tough out. Green Bay could put up points too. That's a tough out. So, like I said, anything can happen. I still think Detroit or Philly gonna be in the championship game, or whoever. Let me slow down. Whoever win that game on Sunday night between the Vikings and Detroit, I think they will be in the NFC Championship game. I'm not gonna count out them. He's in here believing in Minnesota now. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Only thing that scared me about them is my man. I'm not. Sam got to show me in the playoffs. He got to show me he's that in the playoffs. He's been eyed in the regular season. He's been better than I, but I need to see more. Now let me touch on this MVP thing. I know he's not gonna get it. But to me, the MVP is Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is the MVP. He's not gonna get it. It's probably gonna go to Josh Allen. I know, and there's gonna be a lot of people that's going to that got heartburn. It's a lot of people that got heartburn for they want Lamar to get it, and he rightfully deserved to get it. But I think I think it should be Saquon, but they're going to give it to Josh Allen. You could just see the consensus. They're going to give it to Josh Allen. You know what I mean? But Saquon Barkley should be it. I mean, that record been, and I know he's doing it in an extra game. I get all that. But still, to get 2,100 yards in a season is vicious. Nah, they're gonna give it to Josh Allen. They're gonna give it to Josh Allen because Lamar already got 2. They're gonna give it to Josh. For the defense, front four on defense is going to make a big difference. I agree. Jalen Carter is definitely one of the that's how you structure a D line. That's how you structure a D line. You want to get good D ends, but if you get 2 good D tackles, to push the pocket back, you can exploit so many things with that. And y'all mastered that. Philly's always found a way to get a game-changing D tackle. You know what I mean? Fletcher Cox, and that's smart ball. That's smart ball. You always make sure y'all are formidable in the trenches. That's why I think Philly going to the bowl. Because y'all good on both sides. Jalen Hurts will be back. Y'all just resting him. He'll be back fresh for the playoffs. You know what I mean? And then y'all just gonna, I think y'all gonna do your thing. No doubt Detroit defense cannot stop y'all. Especially from what I was seeing last night. I mean, Brock Purdy was going up and down the field, up and down the field, up and down the field. To put 34 on the board. So I most definitely feel that is definitely the case. Now, I gotta do my rant of the week. I wish this was on video, but I gotta do my rant of the week. And that is, you know what? Man, this camera thing, man. Let me see what's going on. I gotta. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Nothing. Not. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, StreamYard did me dirty today. What if Cincy make noise if they make the playoffs? They're not making no noise in the playoffs. They're not making no noise. If Saquon get the record he should get, I agree. Listen, I get now. Joe Burrow has had an unbelievable season. Joe Burrow has had an unbelievable season, but nah, you can't be 7. You can't be 8-8 and get MVP, and not to mention, I don't see them making that much noise in the playoffs. If they get in, they're not even getting in. I don't think they're getting in. I think Pittsburgh gonna put an end to all of that Saturday. But I don't see where that defense can't stop. They can't stop nothing. They can't stop nothing. Their defense can't stop nothing. Everybody want them down the field. Bang, 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 bang. Who you gonna beat? They come out the gate. If they get in, they come out the gate to Buffalo. Going to Buffalo. I don't know about that. I'd like to see that. Because last time they played Buffalo in the playoffs, it was a few years back. They had a better defense. They did go out there and pluck Josh Allen. And that would be unbelievable. So you know what? Let's see what happens. Pittsburgh kind of spiraling right now. Let's see what happens. And they did beat Denver. So Denver plays Kansas City, who probably gonna be playing a bunch of backups. But listen, here's what's interesting about Kansas City. Their backup quarterback is Carson Wentz. Yes, I know Carson Wentz ain't the Carson Wentz from years ago, but they do got a lot of people like now that Hollywood Brown back. Juju back. They might lay around and pluck Denver. I feel like the Steelers not going to make it. Now the Steelers in the playoffs. They in the playoffs. They just not going. They just spiraling at the wrong time. I mean, they spiraling at the wrong time. But now that the Kansas City backups might be able to beat. Well, Pittsburgh. Let me see who Pittsburgh will play. Let's see who Pittsburgh will play. Cause see, y'all gotta remember the AFC this year ain't as strong as the NFC. You know what I'm saying? So you got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will play. Pittsburgh will play Houston, who they spiraling too. They ain't looking that good either. So that's a 50-50 game. Pittsburgh will play Houston. Baltimore will play the Chargers. What? And then between Cincinnati, Denver will play Buffalo. That's how that shape up. So Baltimore to get the Chargers. That's a good game. But they blessed the Chargers a few weeks ago, so they should do that again. And then you got let's see how that play out. We'll come back to that. You know what I mean? I wanna why are they gonna do this to me on my last of the year? So we doing an audio video. I'm about to dress this up for my hot takes. I'm about to be creative, do some type of creative work to get my audio reels in. You know what I mean? But we'll work on that. But I gotta speak on this if I don't do nothing else. You know, on the George Teague, I think it's Jeff Teague or George Teague, Jeff Teague show. He boycotted Charleston White on there. He said, and in that show, they said some very ratchet, raggedy things about Angel Reese and Audrey Wilson. And I'm thinking Buffalo going, you keep saying that, but man, every single time they get to the championship game or any major game with Patty get it done. So I'm not saying Buffalo can't do it. They got to show me. They got to show me that they can beat Pat when it counts. And those have been some amazing games. They have played some amazing game, but Pat finds a way to get it done every single time. So I'm trusting in Pat one more time. But for those that's tapping in, I need to hear from y'all. I know everybody keeps saying, why he keep talking about the WNBA and this and the third. Here's my issue, y'all. Because I watch all the algorithms. I go to Twitter, I go to Twitch, I go to YouTube and all that, and you see all of these videos that these people are doing and these podcasts and the stuff that people are saying, and I find it appalling to me when people use what people try to feed now is the algorithm. The algorithm tells you what to talk about. You go through all of these places and the algorithm will tell you what's trending, whose name trending, what's trending, and this, that, and the third. And then people would take stuff that people said on other podcasts and make that the algorithm. See what I'm saying? So for you to bring a dude like Charleston White on your show, which we all know he's gonna say something wild and crazy, but to make the statement that he made about Angel Reese is sick. And for y'all to sit there and laugh and promote that is crazy. Look, bro, they got enough going on as it is because it's basically them against the world. But to say she out here trying to be a porn star, she's selling sex and all of those stuff like this. My issue is this. It's all 1,000,001 websites where it's women walking around with pictures with half naked or whatever. So why are you singing her out? That's my issue. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with how she dressed. All I'm saying is, if you're going to point out her, you got to point out everybody. You know what I mean? You got to point out everybody because that's social media today. You know what I mean? There's 1,000,001 podcasts, there's 1,000,001 shows, there's 1,000,001 joints where that's going on. So why are we so like, oh my God, throw her in hell? That's my only issue. Be consistent across the board. If you're gonna be that way, be consistent across the board. Hold everybody accountable. Don't just hold her. But if you're just holding her, I know that is gibberish. But she's a 20-year-old young player. The WNBA don't pay their salary. They only making $70,000. The other industries pay her millions. So which one you think you're going to advertise for more? Yes, basketball got me here. I'm here because I play basketball, but unfortunately, and let me say something about that. People keep saying, well, they still lost money. They still lost money, even with what Caitlin Clark and all that brought in. That go to show you, listen, here's the hot take that I wish y'all could see my face for. I got to say this, y'all. Men have been taking advantage of women in business since the beginning of time. And in this WNBA, NBA thing is no different. They're taking advantage of these women. In women's boxing, they're taking advantage of these women. There's no way that you're going to tell me that people who are intelligent enough to run $1 million businesses, $1 billion businesses don't know how to make a profit. When this year we clearly seen an uptake in everything, an uptake in viewership, an uptake in ticket sales, arenas. There's no way they lost money. That's a lie. That's a myth. Anybody that ever seen a P&L, a profit and loss statement, there's no way you outspent what you made this year. That's a myth. And they're taking advantage of them. He said, Angel Reese need to chill. Young lady can ball. Her social life is going to ruin her career. Stop messing with them little mammas secret. Nah, here's the thing. What she doing is this. She's feeding off the algorithm. Her algorithm is telling her to do certain things. She's feeding off the algorithm. See, she's feeding off the algorithm. And what I mean by that is, we all know the national championship game that took place 2 years ago blew her up. You know what I mean? Caitlin Clark was already popular, but that game blew both of them up to a whole nother stratosphere. We know that. But since then, her being able to move in certain arenas, put in comment what you want me to talk about, Chuck. I'm here. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can't see me. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but we did. This is an audio show. What point though? What's the point? Tell me the point. Tell me the point that he got. Tell me the point. You know what I mean? I understand both sides of the coin. Tell me her point. Tell me the point that bro, y'all gotta understand something. The space she's in, Kenny Pickett. What that mean? What that mean, Kenny Pickett? What that mean? But the space they're in is this. She can literally, yes, I'm saying men sit back and watch, then look for an opportunity. That's true. Man, you could type though, Chuck. I mean, it's a lot of other female athletes that don't feed the algorithm. They stick to what got them there in the position they in. But yeah, they do. But then they sit back and say, well, it's like this. In these businesses, I'm telling y'all the truth. These men are taking advantage. These men, I speak on that, Chuck. These men are taking advantage of these women in these businesses, in boxing and in basketball. There's nowhere in the world that you're going to tell me that these women can't garner more than $74,000, $100,000 a year to be a professional athlete. See what I'm saying? In today's time. I don't think that's what I'm saying. This where I disagree. I don't think she's craving attention. I think she's doing what she got to do to keep the algorithm moving. What do you do? What do you do? My job, I'm a professional ball player, but my job pays me $74,000. The algorithm is paying me millions. What do you want me to do? The algorithm is paying me millions. See what I'm saying? So what would you do? See what I'm saying? What would you do? I'm just asking. We talking about it now. What would you do? The algorithm is paying me millions. My job only paying me 74,000. I agree, especially when they are paying male athletes $140 million for 2 years plus endorsement. That's what I'm saying. But for them to come out and say they lost 50 million in the WNBA, that's impossible. That's impossible. If we started last year, if last year we went through an entire year, which last year they increased the last 3 years, the WNBA has increased in viewership and attendance. The last 3 years, especially with the New York Liberty and the Aces wearing booty shorts. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. Listen to me. I'm not agreeing with that. But this is what she doing. When I know that she can literally get on a live right now and blow bubblegum for 30 minutes and it's gonna go viral. She knows that. See what I'm saying? She knows that because her algorithm tells her that. Like the other day, she put up videos of her shooting 3-pointers in the gym. It goes viral. It goes viral. You know what I'm saying? She knows that. That means viewership is down if they lost that much. They didn't though, but viewership wasn't down because they broke viewership records by like 10 times this year. Endorsements they make more, I understand, but the self-respect is more valuable. I understand that. But for you're asking a 22-year-old who got thrusted in this environment, like everything went super fast, bro. Everything went super fast. You went from you know what I'm saying? Everything was super fast. You went from just playing in college to now all of a sudden I'm plastered all over the globe just because of one game. That one game changed her entire life, and it hasn't stopped. However, how much of the budget is spent on marketing? But you see, you got to understand it, Chuck. Listen to me. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to business, right? You're talking about people, college educated, Harvard, Yale, top of the line educated people who know how to make a dollar, right? You know how to make a dollar. Your only job is to produce money. That's your job. That's all you do. You're going to tell me that in a season when you knew you was going to increase everything, you're going to overspend? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Give them half of the market budget you give the WNBA. They making money. They just not paying them women what they want, what they should get. Yeah, she did. She made more. She was a million. She became a millionaire of the NIL deal. WNBA playoff games on NFL Sundays. Of course. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Listen, the people that run that structure the league know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly how to keep them. Let me ask you something. You think them billionaires losing money? Y'all crazy. They just ain't giving them women. They just keep reporting them books that way to keep them women from getting what they need. They making money over the women. They definitely made money off Caitlin Clark last year. They definitely ate off Caitlin Clark last year. They ate. But the women didn't get it. You know what I mean? And with that being said, people see the point is this: people attack Angel and they using that to tear her down. They tearing down Audrey Wilson the same way, and she don't dress like that. You know what I'm saying? It's set up to look like they're taking a law to prevent them from getting paid. Yes, they're extorting them. They're doing the same thing in women's boxing. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing in women's boxing. What wasn't smart though, Omar? What wasn't smart? They're doing the same thing in women's boxing. They do the same thing. They made it so the women could fight 10 2-minute rounds, and they say, well, you're not fighting as many rounds as the men. Then they only fighting 2 minutes instead of 3 minutes. They use everything in their power not to pay these women. And they've been doing it. Listen, men, like I said, men have been taking advantage of women that way since the beginning of time. It used to be a time, like back in the day, you couldn't let your woman go to the mechanic without you being there because the mechanic was taking advantage. But this has been going on forever, y'all. I'm just honest enough to say it. There's no way that this year, when you saw When you saw all those filled up arenas, all those the buzz that was going on, there's nowhere in the world you're going to tell me that somebody that runs a business lost money. It's impossible. It's not possible. 1 + 1 is still 2. You know what I'm saying? 2 times 2 is still 4. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody that bad. Is nowhere in the world you're going to say that all of a sudden, without me touching anything, without me spending no extra marketing dollars, there's nowhere in the world you're going to tell me that something that a tsunami comes in, all these things. Now, all these arenas that was normally had a couple thousand are full. All these arenas are full. All these jersey sales are blown off the shelf. All of these endorsement deals just came out of left field. All this stuff just came out of the sky. We got all of these things going on now. We saying you lost money. Stop. But my only point is this: regardless of all of that, people like these guys on these platforms, y'all got to stop targeting these women. Stop targeting these women. Stop tearing them down just because your algorithm told you to do it. That's all. That's all I really wanted to say out of all of that. Stop letting your algorithm tell you to target the women because it looks bad. It looks bad. It looks bad when I see grown men go out their way to tear down women. When did we do that? I'm not cut from that cloth. I'm not from that era. We never did that in our era. So I don't know. I don't understand that era. I'm not from that. We didn't do that. We don't target women. We didn't call out here to get cam up and get on mics and just tear down women. We never did that. You know what I mean? Especially when there's a whole industry that's catered to that. Now, granted, they are saying it about the female rappers. They are starting to say that about the female rappers, but you wasn't saying it for the longest. You know what I mean? But I'm going to move on. I'm all for that. Boxing fans. I'm just going to run these off real quick. Boxing fans. Fight of the year, to me, is Alexander Usyk. He's the fighter of the year. I think that he should be number 1 pound for pound, without a shadow of doubt. And yeah. But back to you, Chuck. The Kenny Pickett thing, right? The Kenny Pickett thing, here's what happened. When I looked up on the screen, I can show you text messages. When I looked up on the screen and saw that Mike Zimmer put Andrew Booth on the field, I said, oh, we about to get torched. I don't understand that for the life of me. You took this dude who couldn't guard nobody early in the year. He can't guard nobody. When I say he can't guard nobody, you have to treat them like all the other athletes. What you mean by that, though? Yeah, you should have number 25 that was getting ran by the whole game. He said you got to treat them like you treat the other athletes. I'm trying to. You got to treat them like the other athletes. But my thing is, what I'm saying is this: all right, if you're gonna do something, sounds like Michael Davis getting killed by Drake London. Worse, but at least Mike Davis wasn't letting Drake London just run right by him for easy touchdowns. I'm talking about, bro, listen. I'm talking about wide open. I'm talking wide open. Devontae Smith got this man beat by 5-10 yards. See what I'm saying? You give this dude these opportunities. How about Micah saying but what Micah is saying is this. Why people always gotta take everything out of context? What Micah is saying is this. They got like 4 touchdowns or 4 plays. Like 3, the dude Andrew Booth gave up 3 touchdowns. Well, yeah, literally 3 touchdowns. 2 of them Devontae Smith scored on, and then 1 he just got to. They said he was down at the 1 yard line. Them 21 points right there. Then you got to look at the pick six from CJ Gardner-Johnson. That's 28 points right there. Those are 4 plays. 4 plays is 28 points. So what Michael's saying is not harebrained. People just be looking for a reason to hate on everything people say. But what he's saying is not that hard to figure out. 4 plays made 28 points. A pick 6 and 3 bombs. 28 points right there. I ain't even got to talk about a 5th play. And then all that Saquon Barkley stuff, they were just running. I mean, they ran the man 32 times when the game was already over. You know what I'm saying? The score was like 28-7 or something, 27-7 or something, or 30 or something like that. They just rutted Saquon to get the 2,000. I ain't mad at it, but man, come on, bro. But that don't matter, bro. We know our situation. Our season been over. I don't know what Mike Zimmer was thinking about when he put Andrew Booth on the field and then put him on Devontae Smith the whole game. Not even Jordan Lewis. He didn't even put Jordan Lewis on him, which I think is a mismatch. But still, you didn't put Jordan Lewis on him. You put Andrew Booth on that man. Meanwhile, I got a 6'4" corner on the sideline who showed that he could play in the game, but you still won't put him on the field. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But we got a preseason game against y'all this week. How I feel about the Lions of 49ers game, I think the Lions and the 49ers went out there and tried to bump with them boys, and then the Lions offense showed that they dumped 40 on them boys. Regardless of how you look at it. The dump 40 on that 49er defense when they had everybody on the field is different. Like I said, it's clear that Detroit Lions defense is nicked up, banged up, and it's gonna be hard. I don't know, cuz I don't know. It happened about 10 minutes. It happened about 10 minutes into the live, but you know, the audience told me keep going without trying to fight. I tried everything to get it back, but the audience just told me keep going. So this is like a radio version of Let's Talk Sports, though. You know, even though it's live. Do I want McCarthy fired? No. I doubt it. I kind of don't know because who we gonna get? We don't have a Mike. I want Mike Zimmer fired. I want Mike Zimmer gone. I want Mike Zimmer out of there. I want Mike Zimmer gone. Now, that's who I want fired. And I love Mike Zimmer. Love Zim. Nothing but love. He's a Cowboy alum. You know what I mean? He's a Cowboy alum. He's Cowboy. He's part of Cowboy royalty, but he got to go. How about Jaden for MVP? No. In comparison to Lamar's 2023, he definitely make a case. No. He's the rookie of the year, no doubt. He should be, all right, listen, he can be mentioned in the MVP race. He should. He deserves consideration. I don't have a problem with that. But like I said earlier, to me, the MVP is Saquon Barkley. He's not gonna get it, but he's the MVP. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna give it to Josh Allen. 9 times out of 10 is going to Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? But when you say all stats alone, Lamar Jackson's stats is crazy. So is Joe Burrow. So is what's his name? Man, them boys' stats line is diabolical. But it's probably going to Josh Allen. They're probably going to give it to Josh because Lamar got 2 already. Lamar won last year. They're going to give it to Josh. The real MVP is Patrick Mahomes. But I would give it to Saquon. If I had a vote, I'm voting for Saquon. But the real MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen will win MVP, but the Bears going to get bounced when they see that could be the end. That should be the AFC Championship game. I think Joe Burrow should get MVP, but they will give it to Josh. They're going to give it to Josh. That's that you can't see all through all these shows how they just promoting the whole Josh Allen thing. That's all you heard. I said, Josh Allen. They're going to give it to Josh. But Zell, if you in the If you got access to the StreamYard, man, you feel free to troubleshoot it. But I mean, like I said, everybody said keep on going with the black screen. Yeah, man, they was. I mean, all day long, everything was Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. I'm like, golly, just give it to Josh already. You know what I'm saying? Just give it to him already. That Falcons game shouldn't have went into OT. What you mean by that? What you mean by that, though? It shouldn't have went to OT. What you mean? What you mean by that? I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Raheem Morris made some decisions in that game that was diabolical. But anyway, y'all won the game. You got a preseason game against us this week. Let's see what happens. Now, it happened the way it needed to. What we got? So do the Giants go forward with Drew Lock or they trade up? They definitely trading. They definitely drafting a quarterback. They either gonna get Cam Ward or Shador. You need to take care. It's a preseason game, Chuck. It's a preseason game. We probably gonna start Trey Lance. But the question is this, though, Chuck: is getting the 6th seed that important? The risk y'all getting hurt, somebody getting hurt. AK definitely said Dallas wasn't going to lose. I definitely said that. But then I didn't know. Hold on. Y'all also got to look. Here's another thing, though. We sat down CD Lamb, bro. We sat down CD Lamb. Like all our main players that needed to like had any kind of injury, we sat them all. The only real starters that played was Micah, Donovan Wilson, and you know what I mean. So and then like I said, for the life of me, I don't know what made him put Andrew Booth on the field. I don't know what he did that for. So I mean that changed everything. The Bucks are a sleeper team. You like Baker Mayfield for some reason, bro. But no, they not no sleeper. They done. They done. We beat the Bucks. All right, keep that same energy, bro. Keep that same energy. All right, I hear you. Keep that same energy. They made the 50-man roster. That's all right, bro. Listen to me. Here's what I can say. This is what I say to all y'all NFC East fans. Here's what I can rest solace in. I said before the season started, I knew we wasn't going to be that good this year. So I have no problem with where we've been. I said we probably could be like 8-9 or 7-10. We on the course for that. We 7-9. We either gonna be 8-9 or 7-10. I seen that coming. No issue. But for Philadelphia, that's the first time Philadelphia swept us in 13 years. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time Philly swept us in 13 years. First time we got blown out by Philadelphia or anything like that in like 13 years. So that tells you right then and there, it took for us to be half dead for them to do that. I'm cool with that. No, but did I not tell y'all I said that a long ago? We wasn't gonna make no wild card. I told you that. I seen that. And like I said, we playing a preseason game against y'all Sunday. But when it meant something, we beat you. Wind it back. One of them L's you got is to us, buddy. Yeah. So y'all gonna win your little preseason game Sunday. Have your little fun, especially if Andrew Booth play. I don't think Andrew Booth can guard nobody. If that man, I'm telling you right now, I might turn the TV off or my phone if I gotta watch it from somewhere remotely. If I look up on that screen, I see Andrew Booth playing. I'm not even watching. I ain't even watching. He shouldn't even be on the preseason squad. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't even be on the preseason squad. That's how bad this bad is. You know what I'm saying? Bro, But did you watch? Like, bro, 3 touchdowns was on Andrew Booth, and one was a pick six. We didn't give up 41 points. One was a pick six. One was a pick six. You know, Cooper Rush threw a pick six first drive of the game. That's all right, though. Bro, bro, we're playing backups. We're playing backups. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Lewis, who I can't stand, even he is light years better than Andrew Booth. You know what I'm saying? That's fine, bro. That's fine. But all you look, and I see all y'all Commander fans clowning Michael, but yet secretly y'all hoping he come join y'all next year. Stop fronting on Michael, bro. Stop fronting on Michael. Like my man, like my Michael some scrubs, Slim. Respect my man gangster, bro. Respect my man gangster. Mike ain't no scrub, y'all. I see a lot of Commander fans clowning Michael, man. That man, I mean, listen, let he can say what he want to say, because you know why? He came back this year and he played like he wanted to, you know, like he really about winning. He even said he willing to take a hometown discount to stay with the Cowboys. So he about winning. Because you know what's happened? This is what Dak should have did. This is what CD could have did. This is also what Zeke could have did. He's not coming to y'all, bro. He's not coming to y'all. He's not coming to y'all. He gonna stay home. Jerry gonna make sure he stay home. But I'm gonna tell you who might end up. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna be sick. If Dan Quinn lay around and bring Izzy to DC, the corner I've been talking about all year, if he bring Izzy to y'all, I'll be sick. I know we're gonna lose Izzy. We just dumb. That's what I'm saying. You put Andrew Booth on the field and leave Izzy on the sideline, and that makes sense. And that makes sense to Mike Zimmer. He got to go. He got to go. I need that corner, AK. Look, bro. Like I'm gonna do like we're gonna do a film study, right? I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about, right? Like I say, this is what's been diabolical to me for the last 2 seasons, right? This young boy, he said they tanking, man. They might be. We might need, matter of fact, we might need the Commanders to spike us. We might need to lose so we can at least get close to that top 10, and then maybe Jerry can trade up and get Gentry. Yeah, that might be the move. That might be the move. Let me look at the top draft picks. I'm glad we ain't take Drake May. I'm glad you didn't take Drake May too. Y'all be depressed right now. You took Drake May. Now Drake May ain't no bad quarterback. It's just that your boy's special. What if they get Travis or Shador? Who get Travis or Shador? We're not getting that one of them. Ain't no way in the world. Travis Hunter ain't making it out the top 3. Travis Hunter ain't making it out the top 3. Nah, we're not getting no Travis Hunter. I'm interested to see who does. I hope they go to some good situations, man. Because them boys, because of Dion, it's gonna be them against the world. Everybody wants them to fail. So they got to go to the right situation. Drake May getting Travis Hunter. Yeah, I agree. It's a running back heavy draft. If you trade, why not get? Okay. I mean, look, I don't want to see. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When we pick, the way our team is structured, right now, whoever is the best player on the board, regardless of what the position is, pick them for us. Whoever the best player on the board, whoever the best player is, regardless of position, pick that person. If it's a D tackle, take them. If it's a linebacker, take them. If it's a corner, take them. Wide receiver, take them. Running back, take them. Whoever it is, we're not getting no quarterback. Yeah. I mean, we definitely need to draft a corner next year since we're probably going to lose We probably going to lose Izzy, a young man we could have developed. We might even lose Jordan Lewis. We might even lose Jordan Lewis. You know what I mean? No. And if Dan Quinn can't, let me tell you one thing about Dan Quinn. One thing about Dan Quinn led teams. Dan Quinn can develop a corner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want Jordan Lewis. You don't want Jordan Lewis. You don't want Jordan. You know what? I take that back. I ain't gonna hold you. As hard as I've been on Jordan Lewis, he has been playing hard and decent. He has been playing some tough. He's been playing some tough ball. That play he made against Tampa Bay when he took the ball from the man in the end zone. Yeah. Matter of fact, Chuck. In the game against y'all, when y'all threw the bomb at the end of the game, that Izzy's the one that caught the interception. I know it was just a last minute heave, so I get that, but he is the one who caught the interception against y'all to end the game. That was Izzy. That was Izzy that caught the interception to end of the Carolina game. So, like I said, man, my man don't give up. My man don't give up no big plays. He don't give up no big plays. He started 2 playoff games. First game he got at Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin got like 7 catches, but he had like 79 yards. I take that all day from a young corner going against Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is like that. Then in the second game, he was guarding Jawan Jennings and Deebo Samuels. Nobody got over 45 yards. Then we ain't never put the man on the field since then. I've been crying for that man to get on the field since then. You know what I mean? I even talked to Cowboy Nation. I asked a couple people, on the Nate Newton show. I was like, yo, why this boy can't get on the field? They told me, they said, obviously the coaching staff don't feel the same way you do. They threw their hands up too. They was like, we don't even know. But they said, obviously the coaching staff don't think the same way that you do or that many people do. Crazy work. That's why Mike Zimmer gotta go. Zimmer gotta go. Mike Zimmer gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But I can see, I hope y'all don't get Izzy, but I can see Dan Quinn taking him because Dan Quinn drafted him. So I know Dan Quinn will take him. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all don't get him. I really do. But I think Dan Quinn will do it. Sad but true. Sad but true, my guy. All right, what else y'all got for me, man? I've been on here for an hour and some change. I gotta do something different to even get my reels out because I know I can't put out blank reels. So I'm gonna have to do extra work to put my reels up. But that'll do it. I think we covered just about everything. Listen, man, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful new year. I may be up tomorrow. I'll definitely be up again before the week is over. Y'all have a wonderful new year. Be blessed. Be safe out there. Have a wonderful, prosperous new year. You know what I mean? How do I feel about y'all versus the Rams? I'm going to tell you the truth, bro. If Marshawn Lattimore don't suit up, even if he do suit up, you probably going to have to shoot out with the Rams. But if he don't shoot up, you most definitely are going to have to shoot out with the Rams. I mean, Walt hit me up talking about y'all gonna beat the Rams 28-10, and I'm saying with Davis or St. Jude's, you really think that you're gonna hold the Rams to 10 points with Puka and Cooper Kupp on St. Jude's or Davis? You really think one of them are gonna stay with Cooper Kupp or Puka for a whole game? That's diabolical. All we need to do is one stop and we take over. No, you're gonna have to. Thanks, Omar. You're gonna have to score with them the whole game, bro. That's Matthew. But listen to me, man. That's Matthew Stafford, bro. That is Matthew Stafford. one of the best gunslingers that ever played, bro. That's Matthew Stafford, bro. You're gonna have to shoot out. You might have to shoot out if Lattimore plays, but if Lattimore doesn't play, you're gonna have to shoot it out with him, bro. You're gonna have to match them score for score. I don't trust. That's my point. And bro, listen, Puka like that, bro. Puka like that. You hear me? He didn't play. Nah, he didn't play against Atlanta. Well, if we shoot out, we got a quarterback too. That nobody's saying no. Listen to me. I'm not saying that, bro. I'm just saying that they're listen. Nah, all them wasn't bogus. All them wasn't bogus. Two of them was legit. One of them is questionable, but like I told y'all, they've been calling it that way, bro. On the interception that Jordan Lewis got, right? That Jordan Lewis got against Tampa Bay, the dude reaches back and grabbed Jordan Lewis by his face mask, bro, and they didn't throw a flag. So, like I said, they let them receivers do that. Yeah, AJ Brown, man, you're a dog. You're a dog. Like when he scored the touchdown on Deron Bland, I ain't mad at that. That's AJ Brown. That's AJ Brown. You know what I mean? It's AJ Brown. But yeah, like I say, we're gonna have to do a lot of work in the draft. We're gonna lose a lot of people in free agency. But yeah, man, like I said, y'all against the Rams or Philly. Y'all against the Rams or Philly, bro. You're gonna have to shoot out. You're gonna have to shoot out with them. I'm not saying you can't, but that's definitely gonna be. There's no top tier quarterback that's not going to exploit that matchup. You low key want to see Philly again, do you? You sure? You sure? You sure about that? You sure about that? I don't know, Playboy. Man, congrats to y'all. Y'all went 11-5, might be 12-5 next week. Congrats to y'all. Salute. I never hated all year. I gave you your flowers. Wait a minute. Hold on. All that talk about last game being rigged is nonsense to me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Listen, man. I think you better take your chances with the Rams, honestly. Yeah, I think you better take your chance with the Rams. I really do. However, like I said, you had a great year. Regardless of what, you go to the playoffs. There are no easy games in the playoffs. There are no, you know what I mean? So there's nothing to be ashamed about because, like I said, in the NFC, every team in the playoffs can score. Every team can score. Every team can light that board up. You know what I'm saying? Every team in the NFC can light that board up. Detroit dropping 40 a game. Philly dropping 30-some a game. Minnesota dropping 30 a game. And the Rams capable of dropping 30. And to see the thing about that, man, I think y'all better off with Philadelphia because of the team you played twice. You got some time familiarity with. To go to LA against a team who a lot of players on that team have a lot of playoff experience. Some even got Super Bowl experience. They've been there before. Matthew Stafford been here before. See what I'm saying? No, I don't think the Lions can win it all. They can get there. Most definitely. I think they can get there. They can get there, but I think it's gonna come down to the Lions and Philly who goes. But I think the Philly will beat them. Especially with that Lions defense being a liability now. They can't really stop anybody. Like they're gonna have to shoot out with the Vikings. They'll have to shoot it out. Sam Donald don't put 30 on them, something wrong. This game gonna tell me a lot about Sam Donald. Yeah, I got KC repeating too. I mean, they almost have to, but I'm just looking at how now that this the point that everybody missing. I think Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes been playing possum all year long. Andy Reid been playing possum all year long, and now that they got all of their weapons back, you know what I mean? They got Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, two bell cows. They got two bell cows, right? You got Hollywood Brown, you got Juju, you got McCole Hardman, you got the boy Worthy, you got D Hop as your receivers, you got Kelsey, Pendershot, and the other tight end. They're gonna be at watch. The first person they play in the second round, they're gonna dump 40. Yeah. So barring anything crazy, they going back. Pat got 3 in a row. He not the GOAT. Stop, don't do the GOAT talk yet. We're not gonna shortchange people. You gotta do what the other person did. He needs 7. In order to be the GOAT, you need 7. You need 7. You know what I'm saying? You need 7. In order to be the GOAT, you need 7. You hear me? But that's my time, y'all. Let me get out of here, man. I'm gonna go wrestle with these kids, finish my honey-do list. The dealer, that's not that big a deal to me. I don't know why everybody making a big deal out of this D-Lo going to getting traded. I don't care about that. The Lakers ain't going nowhere. The Lakers ain't doing nothing. Why everybody like, oh my God, they traded. The Lakers ain't going nowhere. They good. They're a good little story. I hate how everybody, tearing up Bronny, but they're a good little story. LeBron doing this thing at 40 and all that, whatever. That's a good little story, but they ain't not winning nothing. I'm gonna be now. The thing that I'm perplexed about is this: is Cleveland really legit? Is Cleveland really doing that? I mean, we already know the Eastern Conference Finals gonna come down to Boston and Cleveland. We definitely getting that back. My young boy gonna be there. My young boy right now should be in the MVP conversation. Well, Bronny need to do a lot. Bronny need to prove himself in the league. Bronny got a long way to go. But my young boy should be in the MVP conversation with Shai Gilgeous. The West look weird. I don't know what's going on in the West. The West look weird. But like I said, so definitely gonna come down to in the East, it's gonna come down to Cleveland. And if this keeps up, it's gonna come down to Cleveland and Boston. Boston will be in the Eastern Conference Finals. No question. We will be in the Eastern Conference Finals. But let me get out of here, man. Let me get out of here, and I got to figure out how I'm gonna chop this up because I know people can't just hear a radio version of Let's Talk Sports, y'all. They may be in my last show in the dark. Die. But it's been real, man. Shout out to Boxing in DC. Shout out to I got a lot of page. Shout out to Kelsey Plum fans. Shout out to Ozzie Wilson fans, Angel Reese fans for supporting. Boxing in DC, you always been my number one. I can't really and podcasting. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. I got a lot of work to do in the 2025. I got to rehash some stuff, direct some stuff, get myself back in the game, and then I say probably y'all about April or May, we're gonna be hitting and holding. But until then, man, y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful new year. This is AK the Apostle. Let's Talk Sports.